Nice to have you back, my esteemed followers, to this our ongoing series, Securing Web API with ASP.NET Identity Management and JWT Token, using clean architectural design approach. Today, we shall be extending our interfaces, the controllers, to implement login and token generation. In our previous class, we were able to create users successfully, as you can see on the screen. We're able to create user. They were able to view those users that were created. That was what we did the last time. But today, we shall be looking at the possibility of these users logging into their application. So as you can see, this was one of the users created that last time. Okay, you can see the email, and see the first name and the last name. So today we'll be trying to log in with the username, that is the email, and the password that is expected. Then token will be generated for us to access a restricted resource in this application. So stay back as we go straight to the code to have our extensions and test the solution. So let's quickly start by defining a DTO for login. So we'll start this morning. Let's create a class for login DTO. Only have a response. Login DTO. Let's have a response, login response to. Okay, make this public. The response, we need to do this because it's we're expecting token, we're expecting some messages. So it will be good we differentiate this. Login response. Okay, the response, right? Let's do it. This we'll be having a okay for the login itself. Okay, for the login we'll be having a public string email. Get set. Have a password too. So to get the public string password, we have these are the two things we'll be expecting. So we can put a little decorator here to validate whatever the user wants to bring. Let's quickly do this. So I just made this field required. The email should be required. The required field, which means the user must pass it in before we get here. The password too is only required. So these are the few things I have done. For the response too, when we successfully log on or the logon is not successful, what are we expecting? We expect token as a string. There's a boolean as before, whether it's successful or not. Then if there are errors, we can return the errors. Then if there's need to do refresh token, which is not part of our project right now, then the message. So this is what we are expecting from the request and the response of a login activity. So we now move on to go to the interface. This interface, this is where we expect the logon to be. So let's quickly define a logon method here. So let's say task. I call it authenticate. Authenticate user. Authenticate What were we expecting? We expect a login response. As we said, once it is successful, response this, and we expect a login DTO, right? Login, login DTO, small, okay, DTO. For this one, login details. This is exactly the method we'll be trying out. So we have done that. Let's quickly move to the class implementing it to be very sure that it's been implemented there or it's reflected. So this one we have to change because we just added a new method to the interface. So we have to implement that in a method here. Okay, let's look for login. This is the authenticate, this is the method. So let's put a sync. Okay, all right. So before we go far in here, we need to update our app settings to have some secrets that we're going to use for this solution. We'll pass the secret, we'll inject into this constructor for us to move on. So stay back, let's quickly do that. Let's go to the app setting. Can quickly add something here. Let's call it say key value. Call it okay. Call it secret. Secret key. Key. Okay. Secret key. We have inside. We don't have a. Let's have a secret. Have a something like this. First one, let's have secret. 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 You want to call it? Can call it secret. Let's have a be 10. Let's anything here. Let's leave that one. I'll add something there. A bit long. Comma. Let's have a token expiration. Of integer. Let's say assuming 5 minutes. So token expiration. Token expiration period. Call it token expiration period. So this is how we can let me get some numbers that I can use here. Let me put any length. Okay. This is done. We have to create a class. Let's quickly create a class that will have a secret and the same time let's call this one secret keys. Let's create under my utility. Let's quickly create a class that will map, that will hold the object as I have it here. We can call this one secret keys. Secret keys. Let's call it secret keys. It's expected to have the secret and the token expiration. Have a public string secret the same way it is in the config. Let you There should be no difference. I call this one secret. Okay. Secret. Okay. Second set. Okay. Second one. Let's have the second item. We'll have it here as well. Token expiration. It's integer. It's going to be integer 8. Okay. All right. So we shall be passing this to the constructor. Okay. Of the concrete class. So we need to bring all of them here. So let's quickly do that. So I'm trying to define those items here. As you can see, I label this one as key. This is the token. This will hold the secret. Then this is the object, which is this secret that I just defined. Okay. So let's quickly resolve this. This secret is the object. Let's see where it is coming from. Let's resolve this from utility. All right. So we have to use this. Okay. To inject it here, that the automapper, we can use a IO. It's an extension to access what we have in the config file. Okay, let's read this to sort itself out. Secret keys as the object itself. Option different from here. That's got secret key. Okay. So the next thing is for us to get these values. How do we get these values? Let's quickly look at this. We can say underscore secret the secret is equal to secret key, which is this secret key dot value, value. Okay, then we have this dot key, which is the key that we're talking of, is equal to same underscore secret dot secret itself string. Then we have the token expiration. Token expiration is equal to that's got secret dot token expiration. It's an integer, like I said. Okay, we have successfully mapped this item. This is how we will get it to this application. So let's quickly go to the method to code the login. How will the login be? So stay with me as we quickly do this. So for the login, let's check if the user existed. That's where we start. Existed, let me say existed user control with underscore user manager. We have a user manager there. Dot find let's find by email sync in details sync login details dot email. The email that is coming from the user. Okay, find by email. This is let's check. So the next thing is if it exists. Let's assume Sorry, it is coming out of place. This screen is too big. Not if exists. It's not equal to none. It's not equal to none, which means it exists. Then we have to now check if the password is equally correct. It's correct. And for this one is correct. For this one, we have is correct. It's equal to with underscore user manager again. If you want to check password, check password, check password async for this user, the login existed user is existed user and the login user comma user comma a login details login details password. Want to see if this user if the password is correct based on this information. So maybe I reduce this a bit, see if okay, it's still legible. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see if it's correct. If it's correct, and we now have to do with claims. The claims, if it is correct, which means the username, image exists, the password correct. We have to now get the claims, which are the authorities that will be given to this person. That's where we'll start from. With let me say user get user claim rules. User claim rules existing for this user. In this way, I don't want this method to be jam packed. That's why I need to do this. So after doing that, assuming I have the claim, what should I do when I return? When I return, we'll do that. Say var. Let me say token handler now. Token handler. Token handler is equal to new JWT security token JWT security token handler. See this, we can resolve this. Okay, do that. Var token key is the key we're expecting from the app setting. It's going to have a coding dot ASCII as byte dot get byte. Same key we got the top key. So we have to do that. Then we now add a descriptor to the token that will be generated. var token descriptor is equal to new security descriptor. Okay, new security security token descriptor. You token, sorry, token descriptor. descriptor. So we're going to put a claim of everything that's coming. We have to define how we want it to be. Security token descriptor. Okay. So we have subject. And subject is equal to the claim identity is new, sorry, new claim identity. Mhm. Claim identity. Claim identity, common. Claim identity. This claim that we're expecting. So we have no claim identity. That claim will come there as we have expires, a period will expire. We have a system that should be datetime. And datetime dot UTC dot now, UTC now dot add minutes. Should be able to add minutes. Like we said from the outset, it's going to be 5 minutes. We have the token expiration. Token expiration that the way we have it from top. We said it's integer token expiration. Then we now have the sign in credentials. Sign sign in sign in credentials. Okay, sign in credentials. New new sign in credentials. New sign in credentials. It's where the work is. New sign in credentials. We have a new system security. New system asymmetric. Make this faster now. The system asymmetric. Okay, this is a command. Sorry, it's asymmetric. We use this algorithm here. Sure, we have so many of them. But this we have to use this for this demo. It's very secure as well. Okay, right. We have done this. This is how the descriptor will be. That descriptor, the next thing is to now say, okay, let's the token itself. That token is equal to have a token handler. Token handler I have defined at the top. Token handler is equal to token handler dot create token. Create the token from the descriptor, so that whatever we have here is what we'll see when the token is generated. Okay. If I token to JWT, let me say JWT in JWT is equal to token handler, token handler, no this two, this one, token handler dot write token. token got here. This is how the token will be written. So after writing the token, the next thing is let's return. What are we returning? Return new login response. As I said before, return new login response. New login response. We have a token. A token is equal to this JWT token. Okay. Token is equal to, this is the one that was written. Token success could be true. So we have gotten it now. Success will be true. Then maybe refresh token. This token will be nothing. Message. 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 Login success. Have a login success there. Okay. Okay. Let's have this. It's not supposed to be highlighting, but let's see why. Okay. I think this one is having this error because it's not seeing this definition. And everything is supposed to be in here. Okay. It jumped out without me knowing. Okay. Let's quickly. Alright. So you can see it now. Right. So if it is not correct, assuming the password is not correct, what happens? Quickly do little thing here. The password is not correct. Just to send a small message, we could return. We could just return no value. Have any effect. So this is what we actually expect to do. So for the claims, we have that we accommodate the user role, that will bring the user role and the rest. We have to quickly define that one as well. So if a user does not exist as well, we can equally say s return no as well. Return no the same way. The user cannot get token, will not be able to do anything. So let's quickly move to define the way we want the claims, the rows to be returned. Let's generate a method for it. Okay. Okay. Here I will be expecting a list. We're expecting a list items. Expecting a list of claim. Right. List of claims. List of claims. Because we have more than one claim, one entitlement of claims. Okay. Alright, using claim. Expect list of claims. So we'll quickly tidy up this and move on. So I have defined the claim here. I defined a new claim. This first one is to have the user ID as we'll have in the database, the name, the username, the email. This is how they will be. The token will bring it out for us. Then for the claim that is existing to this user, we can get user claim. If you look at this other one, user role, await user manager to get role. The role that is assigned to this user, this is how we can get it. If the role itself has other claims, entitlement to them, we can get it from here. So we confirm role here. These are the little things we need to do for us to get the claims. So this is still red because we have not used a sync here. And that's why I always ask that we do this so that we won't be battling with unsupposed error. So okay, this is where we can get the claims. So we can analyze this claim later on when we have to add row. Any row given to this user now, you get it here. So let's move on quickly to the controller to consume, to extend it and consume this very method. So let's go to the API, this controller. We already have authentication. So let's quickly add that method here and then move on. There will be a post for us to get. So for the controller, we're here. Let's quickly add a method. Let's say HTTP post. HTTP post. Okay. Add record this. That first. Public sync. Sync. Ask. Result set. Reaction result set. Authenticate. Call this one authenticate login user. Let's call this one login user. Like we said, we are expecting login DTO. Login DTO. Object that will come. We call it login DTO. This I action. Okay. So call this one authenticate user. Authenticate. So let's say if let's check if what we expect is what is being passed is true. So there the state is valid. It's valid. What happens? Say validate user is equal to await underscore authenticate repository. Call it authenticate. There's no authenticate user as the object here. The object here. Okay. So if it's valid, if validate user dot successful. If it's successful, what we need to do, we need to return the login object. Return okay. Okay, the login object. So this is what we'll do. I need to make this session a bit faster. This is what we'll do for the two, whether it's valuable or not. Let's quickly do that. So in summary, we just say it will return. Once it's successful, a return token. Return status message. If it's not successful, we call a return message and the rest. So this is exactly what we need to do here. So to use it fully, we have to quickly go through this method. We need to go through this method, the program file. We need to go and map the app settings and for the secret key, and at the same time add JWT features here. So that is what we need to do and get to test the application. The last time on the controller, we basically put authorize here. The reason we tried it last time, it didn't work because the JWT token authentication and the rest, we have not reflected it in the program file. That's why we couldn't use it. So let's quickly do that now and test the solution. So I had to use this. I have to add the app dot use authentication here. Authentication is required. Then let's quickly resolve this. I have to bind this section, the secret key we defined in the app setting. Okay, I have to bind it. This is the okay quick keys. Okay, get secret keys. Let me quickly correct this. Quickly resolve it. Let me quickly. So I'm trying to bring it from the app setting. This is the app setting region. Okay, this is the object created. This object, I need to create this, correct this one, and iter it. Ask it at encoding. We have to use it the same way we use it inside. So I think this secret, there's no S there, and there's no E. Okay. All right. So we're using the default scheme for authentication, JWT. Okay. Let's resolve this. Okay. We have resolved this. Token validation on there. Okay. So this is how we have to add the JWT bearer. For it to use a JWT bearer, we have to add this. This is for the authentication for it to be able to authenticate the user against the application. So having done this, we will now try to test the application and see how the response will be. Just stay with me, please. Okay, let's quickly try the application out. Let's run it in debug mode in case there are errors, or we can step into it to see exactly what we are expecting. Authenticate if the model state is right. Okay, here we are. You can see the additional endpoints we just added for authentication. So, but before we do anything, because we have added authentication to the config and JWT, the last time we tried to access this method and we were not getting expected result because we have added authentication and the rest to the application. You can see it's giving us unauthorized because we of the authorization that we put in this controller. Now let's quickly try to see for this user. Let's see if we can. The user we set up last time with email, I think agb@yahoo.com. As we can see from the user table, we have agb@yahoo.com. Let's quickly see this. See if we can generate token that will show who this person is to be able to access that same method that was sent unauthorized just now. Okay, it's quickly. It's a bit slow. It's a bit slow. Okay, that's hit the endpoint. Yes, user existed. The password is correct. Let's move on. Okay, I have to generate token. No, I think there's error. Error. Unable to create key. Okay, the key algorithm. Maybe let me see what key algorithm. Because we have different type for different reasons. Oh, this is not the right thing. I use a HM. Okay, HM sha 56. This will serve this purpose. It's a mistake from there. So let's rerun it, see if we can get token. Sorry for that. Let me quickly rerun it. We'll get back to that same debug mode. All right, we are here again. Let's quickly do the authentication. All right, let's try it out. Let's see if we can. Is okay. What's the password? Password is pa 3 as before. So yeah, the password used the last time. Let's see. Without taking much time. Let's see what we can get. Save time. Save time. Okay, we're in the method again. Let's move. Okay, authentication is right. Let's see if we can generate token. All right, token has been generated. Okay, generated. What are we returning? Okay, we'll return this since it's true. Okay, see. So we have. Okay, you can see the token. This is the token that was generated. We can copy it to JWT jwt.io to analyze what we have there. Okay, quickly. All right, V. Where you can see the details. This is the ID of the user that is logging in. This is the name. This is the email. This is the role that it belongs to. So if you have other claims, all of them would have been listed here that will define what the person can do. So if you look at this ID CA5A, if you look at it, that's exactly what you are seeing here. So this is the name, the username. So these are exactly how to generate token. And if this token we have to use it now, I can come here like before. When I came to this get on employees, I tried. They said unauthorized. It's still unauthorized because even when we have the token, we have not used it. Let's try to use it to see if we can access that same resource. You can say Biera space with the token. Right. This is how to use authorization in Swagger mode. Let's go back to where's that method again? Okay. Let's try to get the employee now to see since the person is logged on if he can see anything. You can see he's able to get this employee out and see the employee ID. Where's it? Okay. Number 3 is okay. You can see the email and everything. Okay. Oh, this is sorry. This is the employee. This is the employee we are having, not the user. That is very correct. Remember the last time we did the employee basic info. This is where they are. This is the was able to access that endpoint now, that resource to bring out this employee. You can see this is the employee number 3. So before now, this person could not do it. So that is exactly what we are talking of. Well, because of this authorized that we put here, because this authorized. So if other ones we put some other conditions, they will not still be able to access it. So this is basically how we can authenticate a user. So if next time we probably will be defining extensively role based. If I use role here now to say if this person is not doesn't have that role at me just now, the person will not be able to access this. But here we are talking of authorization because this person was authorized at the end of the day, he was able to access this method. So this one will be ended today. Thank you for your time. Hopefully, we will improve on this, expand it so that we will take a holistic view of authentication in ASP.NET Core. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Encourage me by subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking the videos, and making positive comments. Thank you very much.